So yeah, welcome guys. I'm Aman Kothari, the current Android lead for GDSC this year, and I'm welcoming you to the Android Study Jam Session 2. Here we will discuss about how to integrate Firebase and in Android and how to use different Firebase methods. So without wasting any time, I'll ask Mangalam to present a screen and we'll just go through it.
Now, anybody will tell about Firebase. Anybody will know about Firebase? Please type in chat. Yes, something. Now let's we start about Firebase. Firebase is a tool provided by Google which has many features like authentication, database. It helps us to remove the server side task, hectic task. It will save our time and make a very connective app. In Firebase, we have many features like authentication. We have Google authentication, normal email password authentication, and we can make our custom authentication. Now we have database. Someone has heard about SQL database in their previous classes. This Firebase has a real-time database like JSON tree. Now we will learn how to integrate Google authentication in our Android app. First, we have to go to our firebase.google.com website. On that website, we have to go to console. And in console, we have to log in from our Google account on which we have to make the project. And then we have to add a project, new project, type name, demo1, continue. It will take few time and it will create a project for us. Now our project is ready. We will continue. Now we have to add our Android app. Click on Android icon. We have to type our package name. In Android, package name is, we click on project. We will see the package. Package is your app name, com dot any domain normal we have to make. So we have to create new project in Android. Type any name, your app name. This is your package. We have to write this on that
Sir,
Firebase.
which software is this in which you are creating package?
Android Studio.
Android Studio, okay.
Android Studio is tool for making Android app from Java and Kotlin. We have to write package name in the Firebase and Android name is app name, and we have to add SHA1 fingerprint. For if we have to add authentication, then we have to add SHA1. fingerprint. SHA1 fingerprint we will get from sign in report Gradle. From here we will get our signing report. It will take few time. Gradle build will take place. See here we will get SHA1 fingerprint. We have to add this SHA1 fingerprint here. We have to add package name. I will click on register. Now we will get a Google service JSON file. We have to download it and we have to paste in the app folder. I have already pasted it, so I will show you. In the project inside app, we have Google service.json. This file will contain all the information about Firebase, your client ID, and services you used for Firebase. Now click on next. Then we have to add dependencies. Dependencies are that thing in Android project from which we can add outer services in our Android app, as like Firebase, any other APIs. We will add in build.gradle file. Here we will add dependencies, Firebase dependencies. Simply follow the guidelines, copy and paste where it is telling. Then next, our project is ready. We will add our authentication in our project. Here is many options for authentication. You have seen in many apps, normal email and password authentication, Google authentication, Facebook login, play games, GitHub, Microsoft, phone and OTP. In this tutorial, we will add Google authentication to our Android app. So click on Google to enable, choose support email, save. Our Google authentication is enabled. You can see it here. Now we will see how to add, how to make an app which provide Google authentication. We will make a simple UI. Which will look like that. Firebase demo app. One simple button on which when we click, then it will show us Google accounts, and when we choose any of the Google account, it will take us to the Firebase, and in the background it will authenticate with your Google
Sir,
email.
these will be written beforehand or we have to write later?
We have to write.
So how
Yes.
to know this language? What we have to write?
So yeah, Tejas, these one second. So these things we have already taught in the first session. This is these things are the basic layouts and basic views are uh, which are used in Android, and you can create the front end file in XML and the backend in Kotlin. You can just uh, see what is going on for now, and after that, you can see the recording of our previous session on YouTube. So it will get clear to you all. As you are, I think you are first year, so that you don't
Yes,
know
sir.
anything about this. Yeah, yeah.
Which
So
YouTube channel?
that's not a problem. We have posted the video on the GDSC YouTube channel, and the link to it is in the Discord channel itself. And so yeah, you can see that.
Okay, sir.
This session, follow the steps. No need to do with me. I will provide you code on GitHub. You can see and run on your system. So this is a simple UI, one button on which when we click, Google login things happen. And here is the text view on which Firebase demo app. Now we will create a authentication Google Firebase auth variable and progress dialog. We have to initialize Firebase app before we will use any of the Firebase features. We have to write Firebase app.initialize app and pass the application context in the argument. Now here is the Google login button which we have created in the XML file. We will connect it UI with the Google code. Now this Google login button will reference this UI button. Any task we will do with this Google button will happen to this Google login button. When we click on this button, on click function will call and the Google login will happen. And for Google login, we will have to create a Google sign in option. This all code will you will get from, we will provide all this link in the chat box. You can see all the Firebase features docs will be available here. You can see and follow the steps and make it in your app. We have to add dependencies. Then we will have to create Google sign in option variable, which will from which we will get a Firebase feature for Google login. Then after which we have to pass the intent. Intent in normal word, we will intent is used to call anything outside, anything outside of the app, just like any image or video or picture or Google account. We have to get it from the phone. So we will make an intent which will get Google account for us, and when we choose any of the Google account, then this on activity result will called, and in on activity result this Google authentication will take place, and the email and password will automatically get from the Google and checked by the Firebase. If it is correct, then your login is successful and you will move to your app's main feature. Now we will see this how it happens. We have created Google sign in variable and we have passed the OAuth client. This is the client ID we will get from the Google Cloud Console, for which we have to get to the GCP console credential place. On the credential page, here, web client ID. This is your the client ID. You have to copy it and you have to paste it in the strings. Resource values string.xml. We have to create a, you will put you can put any name here and paste the value here. Now we will take use of it in our OAuth. Any resource variable will call from r.string. R will indicate the resource and string will record the string file string.xml and OAuth client. This will initialize the Google signing option variable for us. Google sign-in client. This client variable will get the client email from your phone, and when we pass the intent, we will see the list of Google account logged in our phone. After we choose any of the account, this on activity result will be called for any of the intent. When we called any of the intent, such as for taking camera or picking picture from gallery, as you see in the WhatsApp, when we select picture, that will also the an intent when we pick a picture from gallery and post it to our fans. This function will calls and we will get the client ID from our phone. Now I will run and show you. Visor is a emulator which we can use to present our mobile screen to our PC. Now our mobile screen is presented to our PC. Now we will run the app. It will take some time. Gradle will build and APK will be installed. You will see this page, Firebase demo app. As you have seen this Firebase demo app and one button. When we click on this login with Google button, when we click on this login with, now it is already logged in, so we will log it out. Now you will see this screen first when app will run. When we click on login with Google button, we will see the list of account login into the phone. You can select any of this. See, you have logged in into your app. Now you can see the selected account name and email seen here, and this all will be automatically get from the Google image, profile image, name, address, email, phone number, all the things which have been configured with that email ID to the Google. And now the second Firebase feature we will see. Firebase, Firebase has many other features such as real-time database, which will be used in place of SQL database. It is something different from SQL. It will store the values in the form of JSON tree. Any of you heard about JSON before? Please type in chat. Yes. In JSON, we will follow a tree-like structure in which head node will contain all other child node, and child node is contain other child nodes like this. Now we will see how to implement this real-time database in our Android app. For that, first we have to implement the dependencies for Firebase database in Kotlin. Then we have to enable our real-time database feature in our app. Then we will create a database reference variable, for which we will create val database reference is equal to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference bio. Get reference will indicate the parent path where you will need to store the data, for which in our app it is bio. You can see that bio is the head node. Under bio, we have some 16-digit code. It is our logged user unique ID. It will represent a unique ID for a user, for which we will get unique ID from Firebase authentication dot get instance dot uid. These are the inbuilt variables and functions which will we take use. Now it is a simple function. You will create bio, in bio child node our unique ID dot push dot set value bio. Now this bio is the string you will enter here. This is a simple UI and edit text. Now we will type hello in the edit text and submit it to our database. When we will submit, we can see hello. Hello will be recorded in our database. Now we have this all is coming in bio. Now we will change and see what happens. On the place of bio, we will write story. In the story parent node, and in the child our unique ID. We will push the value. Now we will again run the app. After making any of the changes, we have to rebuild the app and launch it. After it has launched, we will enter any of the string or sentence. Hello again. When we'll click on this submit button, now we can see in the Firebase console that we got any another parent node story, under which we have our unique ID, under which we will here recorded hello again. This real-time database will reduce our task and make us easier for making interesting apps like chatting app, posting app, blogging, any of the app you can make. It will reduce server side tasks, it will reduce your time and effort. Now anyone has doubt? Yes. Tell. Open your mic.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am saying that I am seeing the Android development video for the first time,
Yes,
and
yes.
I am getting the rough idea, but writing the code is important. Where can I learn Kotlin?
For Kotlin, this Android Study Jam is we have provided. You will take the tutorials,
Okay, so there is already a playlist there,
not video playlist.
but the videos are there.
You can get videos from YouTube.
Any good channel
Um,
that you will
so
recommend?
Tejas, I
Yes.
think you haven't seen the playlist you haven't seen the one-stop doc for we have created. It is already in the Discord channel. If you scroll a little up, or I'll just post it after the session. In that, we have covered uh, all the video playlist or all the study material you need to start the Android journey. So you
Okay, sir.
can
I
go
have
there,
not checked
and
Discord.
also if you want to pursue Android, then you can see the recording of the first session of Android Study Jam on our
Okay,
YouTube
sir.
channel. It will also help you to start your journey, but for that you will just need some basic knowledge of Kotlin. So
Okay, sir.
may I ask what languages have you learned yet?
I have learned Java, Python, a bit of C,
So,
basic.
yeah. Then, if you have learned Java, then it is you are already one step ahead. Then, because you can start Android programming from with Java. You don't need to learn Kotlin. You'll just Kotlin is the industry preferred language, but Android programming can also be done in Java. So yeah.
Okay, sir.
And you will get documentation from developers.google.com sites and Firebase docs you will get from console firebase.google.com. In build you will get any of the features code in Kotlin as well as in Java. And on developers.android.com you will get all the features of Android, and you will get to start coding. From
Okay,
here,
sir.
you will see the docs, and you can also refer to the playlist we have added on the Discord channel.
As I said, you can, for any new technology you want to learn, you can refer to its docs, and it's the easiest way to learn that technology.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
So, any more doubts from anybody else? If not, then we can close the session for today. And also, we are planning one more session in either tomorrow or day after tomorrow for doubts only. So you guys can you guys can see those videos which we have dictated right now. So, Amartya, it's 10th of January. You need to, before 10th January at night, you need to complete this.
Okay, sir.
So if anybody hasn't any doubt, then we can close the session for today. Thanks for having you guys.
Sir.